I've been to Iceland a number of times, mostly in the winter.
Oh my god, it's right up to my knees.
And let me tell you, it is not for the faint-hearted.
Look at the roads over here. I mean, this yesterday, last night, it was just coated in snow. It was so thick. I'm not even going to attempt to get over this bank because I'll probably sink in it, but the roads are clear. I mean, that's just insane.
Don't get me wrong, it is absolutely breathtaking. Snow-covered mountains, frozen waterfalls, and landscapes that look like they've been lifted straight out of a fantasy film. But the weather? That is a completely different story. Imagine gale force winds that could blow you clean off your feet. I kid you not. Waves so powerful they could snatch you off the beach and drag you out to sea. If you get too close, that is. However, you can probably imagine my reaction when my sons asked, "Can we go to Iceland?" Summer in Iceland? The land of midnight sun, where daylight seems to last forever. Every twist in the road reveals another jaw-dropping landscape. Waterfalls, glaciers, volcanoes, black sand beaches. It was a completely different Iceland, one I'd almost forgotten, and suddenly I couldn't wait to get back. After setting off at a very sensible hour, we finally landed in Keflavík.
Welcome here to Keflavík, where the local time is 11:45 in the morning.
While I go and collect the hire car, I thought I'd hand the cameras over to my two sons. First up, we've got Lou. That's him there. And this handsome chap.
So we got a massive church on the hill.
There is just one tiny problem. Neither of them have ever vlogged before. What could possibly go wrong? So what's the plan? Well, it's actually pretty simple. We're hitting the road and following Iceland's spectacular south coast, stopping at some of the country's most iconic locations for photographers. If you love photography or just enjoy seeing places that don't look like they belong on Earth, you'll definitely want to stick around. Over the next 9 days, we'll make our way all the way across to Höfn, visiting waterfalls, glaciers, black sand beaches, and plenty of surprises along the way. But the ultimate destination is Vestrahorn, my favourite place in all of Iceland, and Passport's favourite too. Passport? Oh, how rude of me. That's Passport over there.
Where the hell have they gone? My God, where have they gone?
Our journey doesn't end there. Then we head up to Iceland's east coast, where it's time to swap the wide-angle lenses for the big guns. We'll be spending an afternoon with Iceland's flying torpedoes. And to say I'm excited, well, I'm trying to act like a grown-up, but inside I'm basically a 6-year-old who's just been told he's going to Disneyland. After that, we turn around and retrace our steps all the way back along the south coast. And it's about this point I start asking one very important question. Who on earth planned this route? Our final stop is the spectacular Snæfellsnes Peninsula on Iceland's west coast, a pretty fitting place to end the adventure. It's packed with incredible landscapes, dramatic coastlines, iconic mountains, and enough photo opportunities to keep any photographer very happy. So buckle up, sit back, grab yourself plenty of snacks, and let's get this feature-length adventure underway. Because I'm a considerate host, I've spared you the rather exciting drive from Keflavík, which mainly consisted of roads, and more roads, and we've arrived at our first location.
We have some very cold water that is cold.
Gluggafoss, also known as the Window Waterfall.
If you pan around it, you can see this is the water is coming from that big ass waterfall over there.
Gluggafoss is around 44 metres, that's 144 feet, and it gets its name from the natural holes, or windows, that the river has carved through the soft rock over thousands of years.
We were debating whether to have a shower in it, but it's pretty cold.
It's a beautiful little waterfall. It's often overlooked by visitors racing along Iceland's south coast, which makes it the perfect place to start our adventure.
Going down this bridge over here with a view of the big mountains.
And I reckon this is a good place as any for Louis to begin his brand new career as a travel vlogger. No pressure, son.
Say something interesting.
Let's see how he gets on.
Which is a beautiful sight and our first impression of Iceland, so it's looking good.
How many rock skims did you get, Louis? Can we show us a rock skim?
Well, I don't think Louis and Finno will be collecting any Vlogger of the Year awards anytime soon. But to be fair, it's only day one. Let's leave these two to perfect their newfound talent head out to our next location, Seljalandsfoss.
It was nice heated water.
This is Seljalandsfoss, for Christ's sake. Seljalandsfoss, one of Iceland's most famous waterfalls.
Maybe there's a massive pipe at the top. There's loads of warm water coming out of it.
It's fed by meltwater from, are you serious? From the Mjoifjordur Glacier.
What are we doing?
And what makes it truly special is that you can actually walk behind it.
Heating better be on in that car when we get back in.
There aren't many waterfalls in the world where you get to stand inside the view. Meanwhile, Passport very kindly decided to stay behind and guard the bench, or, as I like to think of it, he's conserving his energy. Which means it's down to me to drag these two on their first proper Iceland adventure. Come on in, boys, there's no turning back now.
Currently going behind a waterfall. I've never done this in my lifetime. It's kind of crazy. It's wet. People in England will love this right now. Oh no! No! Oh god!
Now the great thing about Seljalandsfoss is that just a couple of minutes away is its slightly more mysterious neighbour. Are you kidding me? That word is around 40 metres, 130 feet tall, and remains tucked away behind a cliff. I mean, you don't actually see it until you wade into the gorge. It's one of those places that feels like you've stumbled into a secret world. Is it the ultimate bucket list landscape photograph? Probably not, but it's one of those places you'll remember forever. With the car heater working overtime in a desperate attempt to dry us out, we headed up the road to what was probably Iceland's most photographed waterfall, Skogafoss. I can't even say that right. Skogafoss. Standing an impressive 60 metres, 197 feet high, Skogafoss is one of Iceland's biggest and most powerful waterfalls.
I don't want to see me. There we go. There it is. There we go.
On sunny days, the constant spray often creates stunning rainbows. Unfortunately, not today.
Why do we look like a couple? Get away. So yeah, it's cool.
This is somewhere we've never actually been before. Solheimasandur, home to Iceland's famous DC-3 airplane wreck.
Is this our plane back to England?
This is the one we landed in on the way here. The aircraft, a US Navy Douglas DC-3, made an emergency landing here on the Black Sand Plains in 1973 after running into engine trouble.
Look at the sniff there, it smells like old plane.
Thankfully, everyone on board survived, but the aircraft was abandoned where it landed. Over the decades, the harsh Icelandic weather has transformed it into one of the most iconic photography locations. There's just one small catch. To get there, you've got to walk about 45 minutes across what can only be described as a vast, barren wasteland. As day one slowly comes to an end, I reckon it's a perfect time for a little break. So while you're putting a kettle on, or grabbing a beer, or raiding the biscuit tin, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for coming along on this adventure. I really hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are, I'd really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. And if you fancy saying hello, drop a comment below. Welcome to day 2. We've made it about halfway along Iceland's spectacular south coast and have arrived in the charming little village of Mjoifjordur, or just Vik, unless you enjoy tying your tongue in knots. I think the cleaner's going to be happy, but that's black sand. But it gets everywhere, and now it's in the shower. With a population of around 300 people, it's Iceland's southernmost village, and is best known for its dramatic black sand beaches, towering sea stacks, and being one of the country's wettest places. Before we continue our journey east, we're taking a little detour up the hill to visit Vik's iconic white church.
So we got a massive church on the hill. I mean, the car's in the way, but sitting on the hill. Just walks higher up. You can see down there the hotel we slept in. We got some more buildings with food down there, and there's the supermarket. There's a human. Good shots, you have to Get up places you don't want to go.
We really need to get a move on because there's a certain colony of puffins waiting for us.
Yellow!
Fast forward a little and we've arrived at this place. Seriously, how on earth are you supposed to pronounce that? This incredible canyon is around 2 kilometers long, up to 100 meters deep, and was carved out by glacial, how do you pronounce that? Meltwater at the end of the last ice age, thousands of years ago, with its winding river, towering moss-covered cliffs and dramatic viewpoints. It's one of those places that makes you stop and wonder how nature comes up with this stuff.
What do you think? Impressive canyon, isn't it?
Swoops around.
Yeah.
A little further along the road, and believe it or not, we've found another waterfall. This is Stjornafoss, and while it might be a little dwarfed by some of Iceland's giants, don't let its size fool you. At around 15 metres, 50 feet high, it's nowhere near as towering as Skogafoss, but what it lacks in height, it more than makes up for in charm. Framed by rugged cliffs and the canyon behind it, it's a beautiful little spot that often gets overlooked by visitors. It's only a short walk from the car park, which is fantastic news for Passport, because judging by the size of his camera bag, he's packed everything. Cameras, lenses, tripods, filters, spare batteries, packed lunch. I'm fairly sure there's a kitchen sink in there somewhere too. We hadn't actually planned on stopping here, but when someone's bladder is about to explode, the itinerary suddenly becomes very, very flexible. So, welcome to Höfn Glacier Lagoon.
How do you feel in this moment?
Thanks,
Pretty
Louis.
good.
Top man.
No worries.
Höfn is Iceland's deepest lake, reaching depths of around 250 metres. That's a whopping 820 feet.
And all over it, under the screen, look. It's so bloody hot.
Yes, I don't know what, it's gone a bit funky, but oh well.
Massive chunks of ancient blue ice consistently break away from the glacier, drifting silently across the lagoon before eventually making their way out to sea.
You're not got in your shoes. Why is your camera lens so
You got
big?
a girth on that.
Don't. This is meant to be shown to Grandma and Grandad. You just said that.
If my voice suddenly sounds a little different and I'm talking a bit faster, that's because we've arrived at my favourite place in Iceland. Welcome to Vestrahorn.
So these are whale bones.
Rising to around 454 metres, 1490 feet, on Iceland's southeast coast near Höfn, Vestrahorn is one of the country's most iconic mountains. Its jagged peaks rise dramatically from black sand dunes, creating one of the most photogenic landscapes you'll find anywhere in the world.
Not a bad place to get stuck. What are you doing?
As much as I appreciate your photography, I'm never doing that for you again. I'm just going to walk straight across.
What's he doing? Time to get wet. Oh, you're screwing me. Oh no. Oh no! No! Oh! No, I'm running!
Right then, I've done you a favour. I've spared you 260 kilometres of never-ending Icelandic roads and about 3 hours of hearing. Are we there yet? And we have finally arrived at Gljufrabui estuary. That is not bad. Seriously, why do Icelandic places have names that sound like someone fell asleep on the keyboard? This is the place to see puffins. Every summer, thousands of Atlantic puffins return to the cliffs here to nest. And thanks to the cleverly built boardwalks, you can get incredibly close without disturbing them. It's widely regarded as one of the best and easiest places in Iceland to photograph these quirky little birds in their natural habitat. I've been looking forward to this moment since we landed. Actually, I've been looking forward to it since we booked the trip. Is it just me? Or are these not the cutest little things you've ever seen? With a beak that size, you'd think they'd spend most of their time face planting into the hillside, rather than landing gracefully. But these little characters are actually incredible. Atlantic puffins spend most of their lives out at sea, and they only come back to land during the summer breeding season. Their colourful beaks and bright orange feet make them look like they've been designed by someone who got a little carried away with the colour palette, and they can carry several small fish at once in their specialised beaks. Basically, they're tiny, colourful, flying penguin parrot hybrids. We arrive at our next location, Studlagil Canyon.
What are we going to look at this morning?
A thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to see a canyon with some very tall basalt rock and hopefully turquoise green water.
And what a place this is. Hidden away in East Iceland, Studlagil is one of the country's most spectacular natural wonders.
Yellow.
Famous for its towering walls of basalt or columns.
I don't know how they've gotten up there, but they have.
Those incredible hexagonal rock formations created by ancient volcanic activity. The canyon was carved out by a powerful Gljufrabui river. I'm so sorry. Which now flows through the canyon in a striking turquoise blue colour, creating a landscape that almost looks too perfect to be real. Now, we've arrived at the top. Not because we wanted to avoid the famous 45-minute hike down into the canyon. Absolutely not. That would be far too sensible. The real reason is that we need to start making our way back south. So, we've decided to enjoy Studlagil from the viewing platforms instead. Our next stop is Hengifoss, and let me tell you, this one is well worth the hike. In fact, after seeing what awaits at the top, I even think Finlay might agree, eventually.
What supplies have you got then? You need to reveal.
Okay, so this is Hengifoss. Oh, there's another two waterfalls. Yeah, there's an upper and a lower. Up and a lower. Yeah. So it's 350 metres, 2.2 kilometres. Oh, 350 metres elevation. So it takes about 45 minutes. 45-minute hike to get up to the top, but this is quite a unique waterfall. Where have you got big coats
He's going to
on?
be sick. Because I always feel the cold, I don't know why here.
So,
Remember the lake?
I think, I've got a feeling this is the highest waterfall in Iceland.
Hengifoss is one of Iceland's tallest waterfalls, standing at around 128 metres, that's 420 feet. But it's not just the height that makes this place special. What really sets it apart are the incredible red clay layers and striped bands of rock behind the waterfall.
Wait for the bus?
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
Good.
Yeah.
Better than he is.
I don't think this footage is really going to do this justice, but this elevation, you can probably tell by my breath, and the fact that I'm actually videoing the sky rather than the path, is extremely steep.
Have a minute.
Those colourful layers create a backdrop that makes Hengifoss look completely different from any other waterfall in Iceland. Getting there is the fun part. The hike takes around 60 minutes uphill. Thankfully, the path is well maintained. And then, finally, we reach the top. And wow, there it is, Hengifoss. A dramatic waterfall dropping down between towering cliffs, surrounded by those incredible layers of red and black rock. It's one of those scenes that almost doesn't look real. We spent just an hour just sitting there, taking it all in. No rushing, no talking, just watching the waterfall and appreciating where we are. Because sometimes, some landscapes aren't meant to just be photographed. Sometimes, they're meant to be experienced. And this was definitely one of those moments. Before we head south, we've decided to take a little detour. And for Finlay, this is the moment he's been waiting for. Snow-capped mountains. Just look at this. How amazing is that? After days of waterfalls, canyons and black sand beaches, Iceland has decided to throw in a completely different landscape. And apparently, the boys can't resist. We eventually managed to drag them away and continue down a rough dirt track road, heading deeper into the Icelandic wilderness. And then we arrived at something completely unexpected, World War II US Navy LCM landing craft. My first thought was, did they take a wrong turning during D-Day landings and somehow end up in Iceland? But after a little investigation, the story is just as fascinating. This landing craft was left behind after being used by the US Navy during the Second World War, and over the years, the harsh Icelandic weather has slowly taken its toll. The rusted metal, peeling paint, and weathered structure now sit quietly against a dramatic Icelandic landscape, and the surroundings make it something really special. Look at Passport, he's in his element. We've now skipped forward a day, and we're back down in the south. The sun has disappeared, the skies are a little moodier, but Iceland has decided to give us something else instead.
It's in my shoes.
See how trips to get dripping there?
Icebergs on a beach. Yeah, actual icebergs. Remember Gljufrabui Glacier Lagoon?
Said there's a saber-toothed tiger over there.
Well, when those huge chunks of ice finally make their way up to sea, the ocean breaks them apart. Many of the smaller pieces are carried back onto the shore by the waves. And that brings us here, Diamond Beach.
How does it feel? Is it a new couch for your living room?
It's a bit cold.
In the summer it'd be nice.
It's a bit wet as well.
Leave him.
Now, unfortunately, we've lost the sunshine today, which is a little disappointing because this place really comes alive when the light hits the ice.
Black Sand Beach.
Diamond Beach.
You wouldn't know why it's called that.
Frozen pieces sparkle against the black volcanic sand, almost like thousands of diamonds scattered across the beach, hence the name.
Going right up to the sea now. What are your thoughts on that? It's actually not that cold to be fair. Got the big waves coming in.
We're waiting.
If you get caught you're dead pretty much. No!
We continue along the south coast as we slowly make our way back towards Vik. And when you're in Iceland, you can't really avoid glaciers. Our next stop is Fjallsjokull. Okay, this one I can't even do. It's here on the screen. This is an outlet glacier flowing from Vestrahorn, the largest glacier in Europe by volume. It stretches down from the ice cap, slowly carving its way through the landscape over thousands of years. Like many of Iceland's glaciers, a continuously changing environment with deep crevices, rugged ice formations and incredible shades of blue hidden within the frozen surface. Far from it, standing in front of something that has been here for thousands of years really puts things into perspective. This isn't just a pile of ice, but judging by the boys' reactions, they seem pretty impressed.
What do you think then?
It's decent, tell me, lad.
After a couple of wrong turns and a few questionable navigational decisions, and the occasional, are we sure this is the right road? Now, I'm giving up pronouncing these because it's becoming a little bit embarrassing. This is where we are. And let me tell you, this place does not disappoint. Vast glacial outwash plains stretch for miles, created by volcanic activity and meltwater flowing from the mighty Vestrahorn Glacier. Its landscape shaped by ice, fire and water, with huge glaciers towering in the distance and endless black sands creating a dramatic, almost otherworldly scene. And it's one of those places where you arrive, step out of the car and just stop. No words, no rush, just take it all in. Let's do this properly. Sit back, turn the volume up, and enjoy this little cinematic moment from Iceland.
I don't know.
What do you think about this?
That's pretty good. I don't know weird angles it's coming.
I'm sorting it out.
It's not a good angle.
It's not working. There we go.
What?
This is Reynisjfara beach. Looks amazing, right? Well, absolutely not. This place genuinely scares the hell out of me.
I'm going to go for a dip.
Reynisjfara is one of Iceland's most famous beaches, with its incredible black volcanic sand, dramatic basalt column cliffs, and the iconic Reynisjfara sea stacks rising from the ocean. It's a photographer's dream location, but it's also one of the most dangerous places on Iceland's coastline. The problem isn't the beach itself, it's the ocean. The waves here are unpredictable and extremely powerful, with what are known as sneaker waves. These waves can appear suddenly, travelling much further up the beach than expected, and they can knock people off their feet and drag them out into the freezing Atlantic before they have any chance to react.
A bit too close there, passport. You're going a bit too close there, sunshine.
You might be driving for the rest of the trip now.
He won't, because he's got the car keys.
Oh no.
For a little bit of fun, as we continue along the south coast, we make a quick stop at somewhere that isn't exactly your typical Icelandic landscape location. Welcome to Gljufrabui. No, I'm not even bothering. Better known by most visitors as Yoda Cave. There you go.
I'm blind. Oh, there. I am.
Oh, how exciting.
What?
And the reason for that, well, let me show you. Take a look at the entrance to the cave. Can you see it? The shape of the opening, the little ears formed by the rocks, and that unmistakable silhouette. Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Maybe Iceland's version of Yoda has had a slightly tougher life. It's a fun little stop, and after days of chasing waterfalls, glaciers and epic landscapes, sometimes it's just nice to stop somewhere a little different. The following day, we leave the south coast behind and head west. Destination? Snæfellsnes Peninsula, often described as Iceland in miniature. This incredible region packs so much into one area. Volcanoes, glaciers, black beaches, mountains, lava fields, waterfalls, and some of the most iconic landscapes Iceland has to offer. Next up, we head to Arnarstapi, and one of the most impressive coastal viewpoints on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Leaving the car park behind, we make our way towards the cliff edge, carefully avoiding the local residents. The Arctic turns. This is where Iceland really shows off. Looking out across the cliffs, you get a true sense of just how dramatic and cinematic this coastline really is. Towering basalt cliffs, crashing Atlantic waves, and incredible rock formations stretch along the shore, creating a landscape that looks like it belongs in a movie. The star of the show here is the incredible sea arch, a natural stone bridge carved out by relentless power of the ocean over thousands of years. Standing against the waves, it creates one of the most iconic coastal scenes in Iceland. Arnarstapi was once an important fishing village, with its natural harbour making it a key trading post in the past. And standing here, watching the waves crash against the cliffs, feeling the power of the Atlantic, you really understand why Iceland's coastline is considered one of the most spectacular in the world. The next location is one that often gets overlooked. Djupalonssandur Beach. I have got no idea if I got that right. Please put a comment down below, but I would say that was pretty damn close. And honestly, I'm not sure why. Hidden away on the western side of Snæfellsnes Peninsula, this dramatic black pebble beach feels like the place that time forgot. Unlike some of Iceland's most famous locations, it doesn't have huge crowds or endless tour buses. Just you, the Atlantic Ocean, and one incredible landscape. Djupalonssandur was once home to a thriving fishing community, and the reminders of that history can still be found scattered along the shore. The most powerful reminder is the twisted remains of the British trawler Epine GY7, which was wrecked here in 1948, all shaped over thousands of years by volcanic activity and the relentless power of the ocean. But today, something special happened. The Icelandic weather gods finally decided to be kind to us.
Don't know if you can see, but Dad is being adventurous. I mean, he's trying to climb up. Yeah, if I recorded earlier and got here earlier, he would have done about a 10-minute video. But it looks like he's made it. Got a nice sunbathing. It's actually warm.
Here we have professional photographer, passport in Iceland. Done a full tour. Not taken any photographs yet, but he has finally found his composition.
Interesting because there's a bit of foreground interest with rocks in front, and then behind that is the mountain with the snow on it.
Worth coming to Iceland for?
The whole trip was worth it for that one shot.
The sunshine returned. So instead of rushing around with cameras in hand, chasing compositions and looking through viewfinders, we did something different. We put the cameras down, we sat with the boys, and we just listened. Our final destination on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula before we begin making our way south towards the airport is somewhere I've been looking forward to, Kirkjufell.
Getting that cinematic shot.
My phone isn't working. I think I dropped it in the river. I mean, it's alright. Pretty overrated in my opinion.
And I have to say, I absolutely love this mountain. Rising around 463 metres, that's just over 1500 feet, above the surrounding landscape, Kirkjufell is one of Iceland's most recognisable and photographed mountains. The beauty of Kirkjufell isn't just the mountain itself, it's the whole scene. The waterfalls of Gljufrafoss in the foreground.
What are your thoughts on the mountain behind us?
I expect it to be pointier.
For me, this is the perfect place to finish our Snæfellsnes adventure.
I should have left it like that when he got in, right? I'll go right back now. There you go. Hey, that t-shirt, wasn't it?
We've hit the road and we're now making our way back towards the airport. It feels like we've only just arrived, and yet here we are, heading home after an incredible Iceland adventure. First of all, a huge thank you for sticking with us. I don't know about you, but after all those miles, all those locations, and all those hours sitting in the car, my backside is officially protesting. I need to get out, I need to stretch, I need to remind my legs what walking feels like. We did stop at a couple more locations on the way back, so while those play out on the screen, I'll take this opportunity to say thank you once again for joining me, Passport, and my two boys, Louis and Finlay. This has been an unforgettable trip. We've chased waterfalls, climbed mountains, walked across black sand beaches, stood beside glaciers, photographed puffins, and somehow managed to survive 9 days of Icelandic roads, Passport's music, and Finlay asking when dinner is. So now it's over to you. What was your favourite location from the journey? Let me know in the comments below. I genuinely love hearing from you, and your comments are what make and create these adventures so worthwhile. I'll be back soon with another adventure, but until then, stay safe. If you're a photographer, keep taking photographs. If you're a traveller, keep travelling. You've been watching Veggie. Over and out.